Like usijiblame ati uko poor juu huna degree, ama uko poor juu huna masters, ama uko poor juu kutoka familia rich. Uko poor juu hii system si fair. Hii system ina privilege wale watu wenye tayari ni matajiri. Wao ndio wanaweza make more. Wewe mwenye ni maskini, kitu ya kwanza you need two things. Either upate job ama uanzishe biz. Job hutapata juu ya ukabila, juu ya nepotism. Sasa kuanzisha biz nayo hutaanzisha juu ya capital.
Environment pia si conducive. Unahitaji
$1,000,000 ama unahitaji 200. Tuseme tu pesa kidogo.
Yeah.
Unahitaji 30,000. Unataka ukuwe na trolley ya smoky mayai. Unataka tu 10k. Utaboro kwa bank gani? Bank kitu ya kwanza inakuitisha ni title ama logbook. Huna. Juu tayari hujaanza ndo ukuwe nayo. So unashika. So unapata ma youth man wengi wanamaliza form 4. Sasa unaona Kasongo amefanya university education imekuwa expe. So hata enda university na hata enda college, atabaki tu hapo. Na venye amebaki hapo, msi hawezi anza biz na hawezi pata job. Sasa hao ma youth watafanya nini? Crime, drug abuse, misuse by politicians. Unaona vijana kila time politician akitokea mahali kuna vijana kama 1,000. Na ni Monday. Unashindwa wametoka wapi? Jua kwa idol wako mtaa. Sasa kila mtaa ukienda saa hii kuna kitu inaitwa jobless corner. Kila mtaa hadi ushago kuna mahali wase ukuja tu kuketi.
Wako base.
Kutegea job. Mse ako na mjengo akuja wachukue ndo akwe mtu wa mkono. Mtu gari yake imekwama kwa matope akuja wachukue asukume gari. Mtu amepasua mbao huko mtoni anataka zipande huko juu kwa barabara akuja wachukue. Mtu mwenye analima mawe kwa migodi akuja wachukue walime mawe. Mtu anaenda kuharvest sand kwa river awachukua wape vijiko wa harvest sand wapate. Najua wame give up in life. Ile doa akipata hata hawatumii kujitoa kwa poverty. Wanatumia ile doa kujisteam na kuingia aire. Sasa ukikutana nao masaa zenye far from sunrise and far from sunset, unapata washapiga zao.
Yeah.
So hawana hope ya kuwaitoka kwa hiyo life. Wamewekwa circle. Ni uamke, utafute, ukule food, ukunywe pombe, ama upige madre, ulale, uamke, upige shughuli, madre, vicious cycle of poverty. Ndio kitu tunataka kuchange kwa country yetu. Na itaanza na young people.
Yeah.
Wazae wasifeel ni kama ninawaacha nje. Sijawaacha nje. But believe you me, nikiguza young people nitawaondolea mzigo kubwa sana. Because every young person akona dream ya kujengea mamake nyumba. Every young person akona dream ya kama babake ni mgonjwa akona dream ya pia kuwa able kulipa bill. Every young person akona hiyo dream. Ukiempower young people, hata old people hawahitaji kuwaka. Mapero yetu watatulia tu, kuna watoto 4, kila mtu akona pesa.
Yeah.
Unashughulika nini?
The only one thing that Kenya Kwanza administration is not ready for is the brains of the young people.
Oh.
And if the young people throw their brains at this administration, they will scatter the thoughts of this, because this administration is not ready for your brains. That's why they see those small cartoons, they wonder, what do we do about this? And they can only react through abductions. And then it's gotten to a place where now we are saying, we are starting to mulika those vehicles. If you abduct, you put the number plates, you put the color, you show where it is, you show where the abduction happened. They are not ready for our brains. When young people decide today and say, okay, this is the number for State House, we are all going to place a call for the whole day, then those lines will be... So there are so many things that young people can do using their phone without necessarily going to the streets. And I'm not saying let us be cowards. I'm just saying right now, in every war has got seasons. This is not the season to be on the streets for young people. Right. I've always said that. This is not, because this is an administration that is insensitive to human life. Don't offer your life to them.
Right.
Give them something they can't handle. We are still in protest. I am on TV right now and I'm protesting. But I will not insult the person of the president. But I will tell him his Shah is bad. His chief is bad. I'll tell him that Adani is bad. I'll tell him abducting young people is wrong. But I will not insult his wife and I will not insult him. And I don't have time for that, because it's not a personal attack. It's an attack on bad administration.
It's true.
Yes. JB.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you, do you think that the government has a total disconnect with its people? Like, they do not know what's going on? And if you were also to speculate, what do you think is going to be the future occurrences in Kenya moving forward as things are just brewing?
Especially for the coming year.
Yes.
I think for the coming year, a lot of things will happen. First is Gachagua is becoming more powerful by the day. When they throw tear gas at prayers, the lowest we ever sank to was when young people were sent literally to disrupt a burial. I have never in my life, and since the independence of this country, seen something so low. The young people who are paid and sent to disrupt a burial. And I remember it was so bad that I saw journalists from a leading media house in this country being told by DCI officers, "Throw your camera." Later, I saw that lady, and those clips are available. Yeah. They're everywhere. And that is what now put the government at the middle of it. Why would DCI, instead of asking for evidence to see, and up to date, not a single person has been arrested for disrupting a burial. Not a single person has been arrested. Conveniently, the police did not see. They forgot. It was not possible to remember who disrupted a burial. But we are able to remember who drew the president and put him in a coffin, right, and shared on internet. But the disruption of a burial is not even a prayer function. This administration needs to get to the point where they ask themselves, why are Kenyans revolting? But there's a more painful thing. They have tried so much to twist this thing into a tribal thing. I have a famous blogger, I will not mention you, but you know yourself. And your name starts with the letter G, Nakuomba, in the name of God. Stop being used to bring that tribal card into this country. They are even bringing things of 2008 and trying to make this look like a Kikuyu versus the whole of the country. I ask them, I see Alfred Ketel fighting this administration every day. Is he Kikuyu? Yeah. Is Okia Mtata Kikuyu? Is Eugene Wamalwa Kikuyu? This thing cannot be reduced to a tribal affair. We are in a generation of young people who are saying no. Sisi hatujui kama sisi ni Wajaluo ama ni Wakikuyu ama ni Wakisii. We just know that when I go to hospital, she's or Sha or whatever is not paying for dialysis. And it's not asking me what tribe I come from. And when I go and there's no capitation for my child in school this January, they are not asking me, when I'm Jalu, when I'm Kisi, when I'm Kikuyu. So I want to urge every Kenyan, wherever you are, when you hear any politician bringing a tribal angle to this, kata. Yeah. Tell them this is a Kenyan affair.